on, everybody? We got another reaction video to get into today. So let's talk about this one. The instant she knew it was a mistake is the title of it. Well, no telling what happened, but I'm gonna drink my community coffee, and we all gonna react to this video together. Y'all know how it goes. Y'all all know how it goes. Let's check it out.
Can you get back in your car, please? No. That's not how it works. Get back in your car. You're going in handcuffs. Get back in your car. You're going in handcuffs.
Oh, no way.
Okay, 1941 North Orange.
No way.
Get over here.
Bro, is she just gonna play games with the cop and run into the store and run down different aisles? Ain't no way. This is crazy. This gotta be one of the craziest things I've ever seen on here. Bro, she's going down. She ran into that store away from that cop. Ain't that crazy? The whole time the cop was telling her to get back in the car, and she just would not listen. That man, this gotta be one of the crazy. Like, what is going on in this one, chat? What is it? Let's check it out. Hold up here.
I'm not playing with you. Get over here.
Oh boy.
Get over here now.
Oh
I'm
boy.
not playing with you. You're under arrest.
What's she doing? She's walking away with her hands in the air like that's gonna help. Bro, she got her hands in the air, still walking away from the cop. Like, she just making it worse. Because that cop would probably, be lenient with her if she would just hurry up and go to her like she's asking or whatever. But I don't know, man. I don't know. This ain't the best way to act for sure. When a cop approaches you and tells you to get back in your car, probably the best thing to do. And I ain't no expert in these type of fields, but probably the best thing that she could have did right then and there was get back in her car, bro. Like, not right there, but whenever the cop asked her to get back in the car, that's exactly what she should have did.
Right now, you're under arrest.
Oh man,
Stop walking away from me.
Bro, what is, bro? Oh no.
She's
making the cop run after her like that?
Listen to me.
What is she screaming up in that store like that? I can't
I'm
believe
gonna wind
that.
up tasing you if you don't stop.
She is going down the aisle still. It's like she's playing games or something. It's never a game to run away from a cop. Bro, that gotta be one of the baddest choices somebody could make whenever a cop tell you to get back in the store and you start running on foot. Bro, that's a bad choice probably, you know what I'm saying? She probably didn't even do that.
We're currently inside the orange store and she will not.
The cop is just probably trying to question her about something that she did on the road. But now she turned it into a whole nother aspect. Because now she done ran away from the cop in the store. Not ran away, but was running away from the cop in the store. You get what I'm saying? You gotta be joking me.
Listen to me. We're gonna handle this one way or another. I have more units coming.
1941 North.
So that must be the next cop that's going there. See, if you running down the aisles in the store like that, trying to get away from a cop, like, man, that's not no good choice. And especially when the next cop get in that store, boy, they gonna corner her in on the aisle and collapse. Like, you know what I mean? It's they gonna settle it out. She's just having a mad moment or something that the cop, pulled her over, and she's kind of probably mad at that or something like that. But no telling, that's why you don't run away from. Whenever a cop tell you get back in your car, you probably get back in your car. Best decision you can make, and then grab your license and insurance and registration of the car and have all that ready with you, and then deal with the problem right then and there. And you go from getting a ticket to just if something happens like her where she starts running away from the cop, bro, she might even get arrested. You get what I'm saying? That's not right.
Orange Avenue, grocery on the 20th.
Here we go. It's all right. I have more units on the way.
No.
Not an issue.
Oh no.
We are both inside the store. She is just refusing to.
And what's crazy about it is that if she would have just went back in her car and got her stuff ready to give to the cop, all she probably would have got is a ticket for something that she did on the road, right? But But now she done turned it into a mess because anytime you run away from a cop, it's probably going to turn out into a worse situation than just getting a ticket from speeding or anything like that. Even though getting a ticket from speeding is no joke because sometimes you have to pay a few $100s or you know whatever it is, $10 or whatever.
I'm fine.
Whoa. What's she talking about?
It's okay. It's all right. We got.
What's she talking about? Send it to whatever store that is. Whoa, nah. Gotta be careful with them, you know, with the way you speak whenever that type of situation is going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, hold up.
It's fine.
Hold up here. Bro, what is she talking about? When the cop, I think when the cop had the lights on her, bro, she was like still in her car. But whenever she seen them lights, I think that she had got out. Or maybe not. Maybe she had got out before the cop put her lights on. But when the cop told her to get back in the car, she should have probably got back in that car, bro. Because you know, you could probably even lead to that could probably even lead to getting in more trouble. Bro, this is crazy.
Ma'am, right now.
And then they got people, bro. And then they got people in the store going down the same mile as her, reaching in the coolers like it's no big deal. It takes some nerve. It takes some nerve. Because here the cop is trying to get to her and they got people going down the aisle and reaching in the cooler to grab their stuff and go pay for it. Bro, nah. Oh man, that's I ain't never seen that before. Usually when somebody going through something with a cop, well, people get away from that person. Well, people like scatter away from that person. Watch from a distance.
Okay, I asked you to stay in your car. You refused.
Oh man, you see that's why you're supposed to listen to cops and what they tell you to do. Man, look at that. That is crazy. Oh wait, look at her shirt. Hold on. Hold up. Let's see the back of that shirt. Oh snap. Oh snap. Oh, let's see the back of that shirt. Oh snap. What's up with the back of that shirt? There ain't nothing wrong with that. No. That just is relevant. You see what I'm saying? It's really relevant. You see the back of her shirt? But bro, all she had to do was get back in the car and give the cop her information and all this kind of stuff and the car stuff, and she would have just been fine. But look at that. You know, she started running away from the cop in the store. She shouldn't have did none of that. It's a bad choice whenever you do something like that. It's a bad choice that could lead to a consequence. Like she might have let her emotions get to her at the moment. You know, maybe she was a little afraid of cops, you know, and stuff like that. You know, you never know what they're thinking. But maybe she let her emotion get the best of her whenever she went into that store. You know, maybe she didn't think that the cop had a valid reason to stop her or put her lights on. Maybe she thought, oh, there's something wrong with that. I got to go in that store where they got a lot of people at. You know, to make sure I'm safe. But you never know. You know, she should have stopped and told the cop, hey, I'd rather be in front of people when I talk to you or something. I don't even know how that's supposed to work, but you know, I don't understand that though. Running away from a cop when a cop told you to stop and get back in your car, bro, you can only get in more trouble that way. Man, that is just crazy.
Make sure you're locked. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I just want to make sure you're locked. Hold on.
I mean, it's not crazy, like, but it's just sad to see somebody let their emotions get the best of them in that type of situation. You know what I mean? You want to see somebody do better. Ooh, oh, she's mad. Oh, she's mad. I don't know what's going on. Man, I tell you what. This gotta be one of the craziest videos I've ever watched.
It's right here.
Bro, all she had to do was get back in that car. That was the one solution to this video. Literally. Probably would have only got a ticket. And now you see somebody getting walked out in handcuffs. And before they could have probably just got a ticket. and you see a bunch of cop cars there, bro. Like, I don't understand why somebody would do that, and get themselves in more trouble or anything like that. You're already gonna have a consequence for something. Might as well just take that one and go with that one instead of trying to evade and stuff and get in more trouble and more consequences. That's never something that you want to do. You gotta make a few better choices in that situation. And next thing you know, you're good. But for her, hopefully she's doing better now. Hopefully she learned from that mistake and like throws away a shirt. Like I don't know, but I don't know, bro. That's just crazy. I tell you, every time that you see somebody go through something like that, it kind of makes you sad because you never want to see people go through stuff like that. You want to see people make the right choice.
I ain't doing nothing. I have to check her. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know what she's talking
messing with yourself.
Oh, she ain't. Look, she is not listening.
You can't even cuff nobody right. You can't even do that.
That's crazy. I don't understand that at all.
Hey, TJ, tell my mom. Yep, right here. You see the blue one right here in front of me? Oh, sorry. They're right on the.
She could have avoided that whole situation right there. She could have avoided it. Real simple. Real easily. But, she took it a further step whenever she started running away from the cop down the aisle in the stores. In that store. That took it a mile further than what it had to go. Or a lot further than what it had to go, really. Man, I don't know why she didn't get back in her car. It's kind of crazy to me. Like, all you got to do is give your information to them and then probably get a ticket, and then you can go in the store and get whatever you want after. But instead, she just went right on into that store and started running. That's something that you definitely don't want to do when a cop is trying to tell you to stop. Like, oh man.
The side here? Yeah, you got her. I got her. You don't got me. You don't got me. That's what you don't got.
Oh no, what she's talking about? You don't got me. Man, that's crazy.
Wait, stop.
Man, that is crazy what she just said. Like,
I literally just seen you sitting on 23rd. You see me coming out the goddamn Goodwill, goddamn parking lot, and tried to follow me. For no reason.
Oh, so she already seen that cop following her before she even pulled into the store. So maybe the cop did put on their lights before she got to the store, and she still decided to get out of her car and go into the store and run around from the cop and everything. While the cop was trying to tell her to stop and get back in the car and give her information so she could go on about her day. But she ain't listen like that. She didn't go on about her day. She went in that store and started running around from that cop like it was a circus or something. Man, look, dealing with the cops ain't no game. That ain't no game whenever a cop telling you to stop. Because you could just get in more trouble, more fines, and boy, boo-coo. Like, you don't want to get involved in anything like that. Running away from a cop. That's a very bad choice.
On the road. I see you. Don't have to patrol right.
Man, I don't know what she even talked about at this point. You know what I mean?
You could have got a bit fit. Mess around with man.
Look at that shirt, though. Look at that shirt.
You said I'm under arrest. That's why
I don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah. For no reason. Put something.
She's just trying to argue with the cop and find a reason to maybe get out of it. Bro, I think that's all that is she's trying to argue with the cop and find a reason to get out of it. Because if she could find a reason to get out of it, then she could go on about her day and go into the store and buy whatever she wanted to even go home and everything like that. But man, she done already ran away from the cop and everything. She should just accept the consequences at that point, and quit trying to find a reason to get out of it, because she's trying to argue back and forth about the arrest and everything and trying to make the cop think that they did something wrong to let her go and everything. But man, that's not smart. I don't think that's a smart choice. You know what I mean? You can make a better choice than that by doing simple things.
Who's this? No.
Man, that must be her folks. That must be her folks.
You can stop right there. Thank you. Stop. Okay.
They wondering what's going on, man. Look. That's their family. Family got family back. Boy, family got their family back. See, that's the main thing about family. The family can always have your back. See, that family had her back, pulling up and being like, yo, what's going on? But but sometimes you could probably get in trouble like that. Sometime I'm sure if you obstruct or some investigation or something like that. But they still just checking out what's going on with their family member. You know, she had called them there too, like you know.
Right? Things are gonna get okay. Figure it out.
But look at that shirt. You see that shirt?
If yelling and screaming right now, if yelling and screaming right now isn't gonna do you any good, okay? I need you to take a deep breath for me.
Man.
Okay? I know you're
Look,
upset.
I mean that shirt, you know,
Yelling
tells
and
a
screaming
story.
is not gonna do you any good. At this point,
That shirt
just
tells, you
hold
know
it.
how a
Let's
picture tells 1,000
figure
words.
out what's going on. That would be.
You ever heard
And
that
we'll
a
go
picture
from there,
takes
okay?
1,000 words?
Again, screaming and yelling is not gonna do anything. Yelling and screaming is not gonna do
I'm
anything.
already out my car, man, and they can look at the things and everything. They ain't even
You know, I think that she's just arguing back and forth and trying to get out of it, you know, and trying to get out of the situation, trying to get out of the handcuffs. But at the same time, you know, she shouldn't have ran away from the cop like she did in that store, like it was a game, like they were playing tag. Oh, I got you, your turn. No, that ain't the way things work when a cop is chasing. Mm-mm. No, indeed not. I would never think that. I would never even expect someone else to think that way that would happen. You know, this ain't Grand Theft Auto, and even on Grand Theft Auto the game, bro, you still can't like the cop will still chase you even on the Grand Theft Auto game. Oh yeah, but in real life, it's way realer than Grand Theft Auto, the game. You see what I'm saying?
When an officer tries to.
no. That's my lady told me she was
Man,
gonna
I
use
don't
under
know.
arrest as soon as I got out my car. For what?
You want to put her in the back of my car? I'll turn on the air conditioner
I
for
don't
her.
know about that. Look, you see that shirt though?
Tag yesterday. She's her phone too.
The same lady sent so
That shirt tells a story.
1906 or
Yeah, I don't know
It's
about all that.
1961, ma'am. This is the
Oh, that door is real clean. Oh, that door is real
the
clean.
situation that you're in.
I'm assuming they're on the hands.
Boy, I don't know about all that.
Initially, wasn't coming back to this part.
This stuff crazy now. I'm telling you, this stuff is really crazy. Just to think about this whole situation and how it
Hurting
unfolds,
yourself more because you're
you
going
know,
to catch you in that charge.
you definitely want to see people make better choices and everything like that, bro. You never want to see somebody going down the path, down the wrong path, down the wrong spiral. You know, you want to see people make better choices in their life. Because whenever they're going down a bad path or a downward spiral, they're making probably bad choices in their life. But hopefully she got her life together. Hopefully she's living a way better life now. And hopefully this is in her past and she's making way better choices now and is living a better life. You know, basically that's what I hope. But and is making better decisions now. But I tell you, this video really shows the importance of what you know why you should listen to the cop if you ever get out your car and the cop tells you to get back in your car if they pulled you over while you were in your car. You see what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's that's a crazy situation because she ran up in that store and then she basically acted like it was a video game, like or a tag game that you would play against your friends and stuff like that, and running away from them, and acting out basically, acting out like she, even whenever she started arguing with the cops back and forth, it was like she was trying to look for a way to get out of the situation of being in handcuffs and everything like that, and and even that, it showed why it'd be best to be calm in any type of situation involving law enforcement. Be calm and listen to them and stuff, probably. But man, that like this is just something that you would not want to do, and this video highlights the reason of why you would never want to put yourself in that type of situation where a cop has to chase you down in the store because you've seen how the individual in this video how she got cuffed and walked away by the cops, after everything that she did, walking away from the cops, running away from the cops in the store, down each aisle and everything like that, acting like it was a game that they were playing. And by arguing with the cops on the way out of the store and everything like that, she just got herself in more mess, basically. Um, but the simple solution should have been if she would have just got in her car when the cop told her to get back in her car and got her stuff, got her insurance, got her registration, got her license, and had all that ready to give to the cop. That way the cop could just give her the ticket from whatever she did on the roadway, right? Like something like that could easily be prevented just by if somebody would just listen to the cop in that situation and give them their stuff and get the ticket for whatever they did on the road, because it could have been prevented, right? Because she didn't have to run into the store away from the cop, right? She didn't have to do that. And if she wouldn't have did that, she wouldn't have actually ended up being in handcuffs in the end like that, like she was, you know. So that's why it's always important to never run away from a cop and probably to listen to the law enforcement whenever they giving you orders to do something, especially if it's valid, you know. But what a crazy video, though, y'all. What a crazy one. I'm telling you right now, this had got to be one of the craziest videos I ever reacted to or watched. Because, you know, she was just running down each aisle away from the cop. And that cop had to be swift going down each aisle, too, because what if she was trying to trick the cop to where she would run out the store away from the cop while she was down each aisle and looking for her? You know, what if her plan was to run out the store and get back in her car and leave? You know, then the cop wouldn't have known and she might have got away that way. But the cop did right in the situation because she stayed with her down each aisle, and she kind of cornered her in to where she would know where she was going at any given point in the store, right? So that the cop, you know, to me played a major role in into stopping what she was doing, you know, because it's not like the cop got lost in the store and the woman got out the store and left in her car or anything like that. The cop was able to manage to keep her in the store and keep her down the aisle, you know, and wait for the other cops to show up and help corner her and get the arrest done, right? So I think that the cop had a major plus rating on that. You know, and the woman had a low rating to me because, you know, she made a bad choice going up in the store and running away from the cop whenever all that could have definitely been prevented in the first place just by getting back in her car and providing the information that she needed to provide to the cop.